you get when you take a handful of needles, add a pint of blood, and you mix in the beautiful fire eater, you get Penn and Teller, the bad boys of the magic world. We'll be right back with more outstanding tricks. The bad boys of the magic world. Penn and Teller are our guests today. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd love to know how they picked this as their career, because this is not just an everyday career that someone would just come out of the blue and pick. Were you in school? You know, did you get involved in this?
You mean, have I always been a liar? Steve Martin said, if you desperately want to be in show business and have no talent, you should consider being a magician. Like everyone, at about the age of 12, we were both very obsessed with Houdini and thought that Houdini was like the coolest guy in the world. As you know, Houdini did a lot of debunking, did not believe in any psychic stuff at all. And then at the age of about 13, my parents would call me down when there was any magic on TV, and there would be some greasy guy in a tux with a lot of birds pushing women around. And I lost interest. And I met Teller when I was 18, and Teller pointed out that if you took away all the jive on magic, took away all the illusion, and tried to treat people like they were intelligent, and said, we're going to trick you, let's have fun with this, that it could have a lot of irony in it. It would be more of a show that we would like to do. And when I met Teller at 18, it kind of changed the whole thing, and we decided that it was more fun to think about the trickery than to sit in an audience and be insulted by a magician who, as Jerry Seinfeld says, comes out and goes, here's a quarter, now it's gone, you're a jerk, now it's back, you're an idiot. And we wanted to treat people with a little more intelligence, and that also led into a lot of the feelings we have about phony psychics, which is redundant. All psychics are phony. And we have a trick here we'd like to show you and have you think about a little bit. This is a trick that's been done by a lot of psychics. This has been done on TV, and it's been done as a real trick. And we want you to see it. This is a compass. It's just a standard compass that you'd see anywhere. There's nothing gimmicked on it. And I'm going to tell you later a lot more about this. You can take me at my word. There's nothing gimmicked about this, this compass. And the psychic would place it down. As you see, there's nothing gimmicked about the table. And a compass always points to north, as you'll see it doing there. Almost to north. Yeah, there we go. And what Teller can do is using his mind and the magnetic energy forces coming out of his head. Now, keep in mind, I don't believe any of this. I'm just lying to you like other psychics. Using that magnetic force coming off his mind and going into a trance and getting in touch with all the UFOs and the firewalkers and the crystals in the world, and also channeling many different dead people, he is able to, with just his hand, I'll show there's nothing in your hand, Teller, nothing in his hands, he is able to move this compass with just his mind. There it is, moving a little bit. Well, hardly moving at all. Well, I think we don't have enough energy in my partner Teller. He's a rather little fellow. So I think if we all just concentrate, just clear your minds of everything else, and just think about putting out energy forces from your brain, think about moving that needle that you can see on the monitors, and just chant with me, move, 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 and watch that needle, move, move. There we go, very powerful light. See that thing's turning now? It is moving off true north. Oh, it's going toward the audience like crazy. Now, that needle just spun around, and it feels like you were doing it with your mind, so I was doing it with his mind. He only has one. 0.3 mind. Now, the way this trick is done, and like I said, this has been done on TV, and this does not fool stupid people. This fools everyone. It's fooled scientists everywhere else, but the strange thing about it is it was first done in the 1500s, and in modern history, it was done in a 1957 movie where Gary Cooper, playing a cowboy, fooled Boris Karloff, playing an Indian, to show how powerful white man's magic was. And the way you move this, is anybody got a guess? Just to say, maybe skeptical thinkers. How would you move this compass needle? Yes. And where would you hide the magnet, you think?
Wait. Who's saying that? Who's saying? Wait. What?
In his cuff. Whoops.
You think he has a magnet in his cuff?
Something, or somewhere around there.
Right. Now, that's exactly the idea, except that he can also roll up his sleeves, and there's no magnet hidden on him whatsoever.
And there goes the compass.
There goes the compass, spinning around like crazy. But, of course, the way to move a compass is with a magnet, and all you've got to do is take a nice, big, honking magnet and hide it right in your pocket there. Now, the problem with exposing these things is once you see it, you tend to say, well, only a stupid person would fall for this. This trick has fooled some brilliant people. And the reason is we're not used to people lying to us. And psychics are able to take the trust that you've built up since grade school, that when someone looks you in the eye and tells you something, they're telling you the truth. They've just hidden magnets in them, and using the same trick Gary Cooper used, you can make that little thing spin right around. And, of course, if we wanted to get sneaky, I could have one on my leg, we'd have it anywhere, but we decided, hell, it's only Geraldo, let's just use one. Yeah.
What about spoon bending?
Oh, spoon bending. Well, the gentleman that got most famous for doing spoon bending is now in the mood to sue almost anyone that says anything about him. But I will say that spoons are very, very easy to bend, and bending spoons is completely and utterly real. But you don't do it with your mind. You don't do it with your mind, you do it with your fingers. And what they'll do is in magic, you want to separate where the real trick is done as far as you can from the event. So on spoon bending, you get the spoon bent. That's really simple. You bend it very early on. Have someone examine it, then bend it. It can be done anywhere, under a table or just with your hand like that. And then they hold it. Now watch this next time you see someone who's claiming to have psychic powers bend a spoon. Watch closely because they will show it unbent, but they'll always keep their fingers over it. And they're hiding the bend that's already there, and they'll slowly move their fingers away, and the spoon will really, really look like it's bending. But all you're doing is exposing a bend that you did another time sneakily, like under a table or something. There's a great piece of videotape of a psychic on Johnny Carson where Johnny keeps a camera on him and you actually see the move done.
Any magicians here in the stand up, sir. Now, are you a magician?
Yes, I am.
And how do you feel about their revealing some of your secrets?
Well, first I want to say I have no problems. I think they're fine craftspeople. I think it's a question of ethics and morality. I feel that
they're unethical and immoral.
Yes, I do. I feel that...
I'm unethical. He's immoral. Good night, everybody. Enjoy those wrap-ups. I'm sorry.
I tell you what, let's continue. I've got to take a commercial break, and we'll continue this debate in 2 minutes. Can you stand by? Okay. What's your name?
My name's Eddie, but I go by the name Gordo the Great.
Gordo the Great. Gordo. I don't know why, but we'll be right back.
Gordo the
Talk
Great.
with Gordo the Great. Stay with us. We'll be right back.